And we are live.
We are live. Unprepared.
THC on the YT and the
In the
LT
PM.
and the PM on
In
the
the PM.
EST with the
Yep.
CST and the THC and the CBD.
And the CBD. You got it now, man.
CBD.
You got that.
THC,
You got that
CBD.
new. That CBD shirt. That amazing.
Yeah. Here. Oh, we're just gonna show this off randomly.
Yeah, flash it.
Because I can't sit like you, so we're just gonna.
Right.
We're
Just flash it.
There
Yeah.
you go. Move the mic out of the way.
Yeah.
Hardcover comic. Fucking
There you
microphone.
go.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Custom by
microphone.
Demon.
Yeah.
Batman pajama pants.
Yeah. It's a great ensemble. It's it's the embodiment of this podcast. I mean, not podcast, Jesus, show. Yeah, being in your PJs.
Yeah,
I'm sure. Yeah, being in your PJs with the CBD shirt on.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I still need to make a shirt with that. I was looking at I forget what website it was, but they had really nice sweaters, and I was like, do I really want to drop $50 on a sweater with the new THC CBD logo? And I'm still thinking about it.
Summer's coming up, so
yeah.
I will eventually, but it's summer, so it's like
I know. We'll see. I mean, summer, Canadian summer is it's a handful of weeks.
Well, yeah, that's true.
No, it's not that bad. It's actually a good 2 to 3 months. It just gets scorchingly hot. But we do have something going on today on our show, I guess.
We do. Not a guest. We don't have a guest.
No, not a guest. I said I guess. That's
what I meant to say. No, yeah. I've been trying to get guests, but everything keeps falling through.
I'll be the guest today. I don't mind being.
You'll be the guest.
Yeah.
All right, sir. This is gonna be a short interview. Have you seen Falcon and Winter Soldier yet?
How dare you, sir? My parents built this country.
No, dude,
no, I have not. I haven't, man. I'm sorry. I haven't seen it.
The final episode just aired today. It came out today, right? It's overall, it's 6 episodes. Overall, it's a really great show. I think it really pushes the MCU in the further direction, which will be cool. Whereas WandaVision, I really enjoyed it more as just a standalone show. I enjoyed WandaVision more. But WandaVision doesn't really push what the future of the MCU is going to be like, whereas Falcon and Winter Soldier really pushed the future of the MCU.
Interesting.
So it depends on how you look at which one's quote unquote better. But yeah, dude, next up's Loki on June 11th. June 11th is Loki, and that one looks amazing.
Yeah, I'm definitely keeping up with that one. Definitely keeping up with that one.
Based on the trailer and shit, that looks so good. I cannot wait.
It's exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff. I'm glad they keep on going. Is that the last one? Is there another series coming up after that, or is it over for a little bit? For the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I guess. Is there gonna be a break after the Loki show, or is there another show coming after? Is there Fury?
No, after Loki, it goes straight into Black Widow movie.
Oh.
So then the Black Widow movie will be next. And then after that, I don't remember what comes up after that. It might be Doctor Strange 2 after Black Widow.
Okay.
But they're also going to be doing Shang-Chi. Omar just mentioned Shang-Chi.
Right.
Shang-Chi is going to be coming out. And they actually just showed the teaser for that. Have you seen the teaser trailer for Shang-Chi?
No.
Dude, it looks dope.
Good.
It actually looks really good. It's like everything that you wanted Iron Fist to be, but wasn't.
That's exciting. Yeah. I'm excited. Then I'll have to check it out. The trailer anyway.
Oh shit! Someone else, Matt D. The Hawkeye. That's gonna be next on Disney Plus after.
This is what we're excited about. This is what we're getting excited about now.
And then it's gonna be Hawkeye, because Hawkeye is it's gonna focus on his daughter. I think Jeremy Renner's in it, but I think it's gonna focus on his daughter.
Cool.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. There's a bunch of shit coming out. It's a good time to be a comic nerd. That's all I know.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that sounds cool. I'm glad they're pumping that stuff out nonstop.
Yeah, yeah. I'm also guessing you haven't seen Harley Quinn season 2 yet.
Nope.
You're a slacker.
Did that just start?
No,
I
season
thought
2
season 2 was a while ago.
it is. And that's what I'm saying.
Maybe
You
I
haven't
did see
seen
it.
yet.
I don't know, man. I can't remember. I can barely distinguish season 1 and season 2.
I mean, they do kind of flow together.
Yeah.
But have you seen the Snyder cut yet? Really? I
No.
would have thought you would have carved out time for the Snyder cut.
No, not yet, man. What is it? 4.5 hours at once? Tough.
4 hours. I think it's 4. It's actually, it's not
hours.
though. It actually flows really well. I was
No, I know.
surprised.
Just tough for me to say, okay, these next 4 hours I can literally just dedicate to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
I can do 2
never would have.
hours. I might have to do sessions. I don't know. Or one day just say, screw it. I'm not sleeping tonight. You know, no sleep till Brooklyn. Watch it. And then, yeah.
Nebraska.
Yeah.
Have you seen Invincible at all yet? That's another one that's going on right now.
No, I've been watching it vicariously through one of my friends who's watching it now, and he's telling me all the cool moments he's seen.
Yeah, dude. I think episode 7 just dropped today.
Nice.
Have you been watching Impractical Jokers?
Yes, I have. Yes,
right.
I'm on. I think episode 10 was the last one I watched.
Yeah. Well, yep.
Great stuff.
That's the one where Joe had to do "Good Day, Mates."
Yeah,
that was the most recent episode.
Yeah, love that show, man. Love that show.
Yeah,
that's one I have to keep up with.
Yep. And then after this, I'm gonna watch Mortal Kombat when we get off tonight. So
very nice.
Mortal Kombat. And then tomorrow night you got the UFC fights, dude. Triple title fight night. Oh!
Damn,
dude, I'm looking forward to that shit. Are you?
Did you watch?
Them?
I think I will. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. We'll see.
I know you've been getting into it more lately.
I know. I really want to watch it. I might sneak it in somehow. I already have other plans, but
you have a lady friend, don't you?
Yes, I have a lady.
You son of a bitch.
We all know that UFC fights are an aphrodisiac, though. So
they can be. They can be, dude.
I think I'll run if that's the case.
Muscular
I think if that's what gets
muscular dudes rocking short shorts.
We'll see. If it's as soon as blood starts splattering, that if things start heating up, then I'll get a little concerned. I'll be a little worried.
My wife loves the fights though. Like she'll watch the fights with me. She loves them. So I'm like, that's why I married you.
Did you guys watch the Paul Askren fight?
I did. That was a dumb. Oh, I watched the UFC fights and then I streamed the Paul Askren fight just to watch it illegally. But I saw it and it was a joke. He took a dive. Did you? Yeah. Dude, he made like over $1 million. That dude took a dive.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so bad.
They both walked away with.
Robbie Lawler beat the shit out of him, and he took every punch coming from Lawler. And MMA 4-ounce gloves, mind you. Lawler beat the shit out of him, and he came back and won the fight.
Yeah.
One little punch from him in boxing gloves, dude took a dive.
He wanted his payday. Listen, it's what it is. I mean,
hey, I don't blame him. If somebody said, "Hey, take a dive and you'll make twice as much money," okay,
sure.
Like Ben Askren don't give no fuck.
Yeah.
So,
but we'll see. I guess I don't even know if it's which Paul it is. I keep forgetting if it's Jake or Logan. Logan. I think it was Logan.
No, Jake. I get him confused. He's supposed to be fighting Mayweather next. So that'll be funny.
Good. They'll both make such ridiculous sums of money, and they'll both just walk away happy from it, having talked absurd amounts of shit to one another, and the world will keep spinning.
Yeah, Michael says it's so unpredictable when they stream these. Is it on random streaming generator? I've been promoting this for at least 2 days now and posting on multiple sites.
It's true.
Everything. So this one is not random.
It's not random.
This one was planned.
Yeah, this one's been planned. And Matt's been on top of things because I've been traveling to and from Quebec, which is thankfully over for now.
Yeah,
finally done with that crap. So can't wait. I got to start making videos again. I mean, it's been so long. I'm very excited.
Good.
Very, very excited.
I'm sure people will like for you to make more videos.
Yeah, maybe.
I think you have some fans, so I think they'll appreciate that.
I mean, it's just, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I guess so. But we got something planned for tonight.
Yeah, like you want to get this party started?
Well, yeah, I mean, depends. Are we starting with Batman or Spider-Man? Because if it's Spider-Man, then we're definitely getting the party started because there are a lot of crotches there.
All right, let's start with Spider-Man. We'll start with
that's my kind of bowling alley.
Start with Spider-Man. So
yeah,
we're gonna preface this first and foremost. So I'm sure everybody's aware. You guys have probably seen it before, or used it yourselves. Tiermaker.com. There was templates already created because I was looking up for like, you know, Spider-Man villains, like classic Spider-Man villains, classic Batman villains, etc. And I was like, oh, like this will be interesting to see or whatever. And so we just started using them because I was like, well, I don't have to upload all these pictures because that's gonna just be a pain in the ass to upload all these pictures. So I was like, screw it, we're just gonna use these already made templates. So some of the pictures in these templates are not good at all. So don't blame us. We just stole somebody else's template and we're ranking what they put. But
we're gonna have to make our own.
Yeah, we decided next time we're gonna spend the time and actually make our own. Okay, so here's Spider-Man villains. Wait, I need to share my screen.
I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but the fact that someone like created this and just signed off on it and said this is fine.
Well, you know,
I mean, it could be worse for sure, but there's some fun to it. There's the mystery of who is who, you know?
Yeah. All right. So
it's a
can
side
everybody
game.
see it?
Yeah.
Are we good?
I can see it. Yeah.
Put it in presentation mode here.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
there it goes. Okay.
Boom.
So yeah, here we go. Guess the crotch. That's the name of this game. Yeah, Mike, can you see the comments?
Yeah.
Okay, because I can't see them. All I can see is the screen. So
fair enough.
Yeah. So hang on one sec here. Sorry, my wife's messaging me. Entertain for a second.
Yeah.
Sorry, she's at work and is messaging.
Bam, 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 bam. Sorry, that won't be my entertainment. But yeah, we're definitely gonna have to make. I'm sorry, guys. Definitely gonna have to make our own because, I mean, this is again, it's fine, but you know, at the same time, I get a little. It's a little strange. Like Matt and I had to spend 30 minutes prior to jumping on here going over who is who of the tier maker option, I guess, at least for Spider-Man. The Batman one is fine enough, I guess, but we'll have to make our own. Let's see what people are commenting here. UFC is definitely an aphrodisiac. Well, good evening, everyone. First of all,
yes.
I'm using multiple screens as well, so I'm not looking at the camera, but I'm looking at the comments. Looks like a bunch of people are on. Thank you all for joining. Yeah, we'll rank actual villains, and I mean, hopefully we got. I'm gonna be honest, my Spider-Man villain knowledge is not outstanding, but I think I know everyone here. I think I've read at least one or two stories with everyone here.
So as people comment, if you see like an interesting comment or somebody like argues with it, I guess I can't see them, so just let me know. But
yeah,
so let's kick things off here. So S is supposed to be like superior, I guess. I don't know. And then you have like your grading scale A, B, C, and then your D list. Right. So let's kick things off. Do you want to go in order, or should we just randomly pick one?
We can go in order for this one.
All right. So you got we're 99% sure. Classic Molten Man. Classic Molten Man crotch. So where would you, place Molten Man in this list?
Can I be honest with you? I have no idea what his deal is.
He's molten, dude, and he's a man.
I'll give him a C.
A C? I would probably agree with you, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's hard to really get a D list unless you're like Arm Fall Off Boy, which is a real hero.
Or Kite Man.
Or no, dude, even Kite Man's a B.
You think Kite Man gets a B?
Hell yeah.
Just for the humor aspect.
Just from the humor aspect, he gets a B. He is
Fair
a B,
enough.
just strictly from the humor.
It's true, and we didn't give any sort of clarification as to how we're gonna be ranking anything. I mean,
No,
this is
so
just
here it
our
is.
ranking.
Yeah, these are okay. So these are just strictly our opinions
Yeah.
based on either no knowledge, humor, maybe how old of a character is. Maybe if they're like a
Right.
super classic. So like Molten Man first appeared in early Amazing Spider-Man, like issue
Also
28 was like
kind of a
his
dumb
first.
name.
That was his first appearance. Hey, it was Stan Lee. It was the 60s.
I
Come on.
know, but yeah,
It was like
still.
it's probably like pushing 1965 when this came
Yeah.
out, give or take. Okay. So Molten Man, I guess, yeah, we'll go with the C. He might even be a D, but
Yeah,
we'll
no.
all
I
right.
know, that's what I'm saying, man.
We'll leave Molten Man
Listen,
B.
so are we
There's
talking
better
about
arguments to be had.
yeah.
What?
Are we doing so Rhino's up next? Are we judging it based on this clown outfit he's in, or are we doing just Rhino as a character in
You can
general?
judge it. You can judge it however you want. Let's judge
Alright.
Rhino as a character. Let's not choose just because they chose the classic look of Rhino. Let's do
Yeah.
Rhino as a character in the history of Spider-Man, just from our knowledge and what our personal opinions are. Okay, we're gonna rank this guy. So, Rhino, where would you place Rhino in the list here?
You know what? Just for shits and giggles, I think I'd go with a B. I think I'd give him a B. He's around often.
Rhino a B.
He's around often. I feel yeah. I'll go with the B.
I might put him at an A, dude. He's a classic
Damn.
character. He's been around since
He's around often.
issue 4, somewhere on like early appearance. I might be wrong on the issue, but like early Amazing Spider-Man, he's been around, and he wasn't treated that well in the movies, but you know, in comics, he's a kind of a badass dude.
Sure.
He's got the suit grafted to him.
Yeah, no, he's definitely he got committed to the role for sure. He definitely got committed to the character.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and he's always, he's a great villain because anytime a new writer starts a run on Spider-Man, they just started off with like Rhino's robbing a bank again. Like that's the classic. It's a new run. It's the start of a new run. Rhino's robbing a bank again. We're back to that status quo.
So yeah, let's leave Rhino as a B. We'll say Rhino's a B. We'll go with B on that one. Yeah. Next up, you got Shocker. Now, I'm sorry, I love this classic outfit. I know it looks like S&M, and he's into some bondage shit, or he's wearing a quilt, but I really like this Shocker outfit. Yeah. It's the one I grew up with. It's the one on all the Marvel trading cards. I love this Shocker. But anyways, Shocker, where would you place Shocker?
Well, man, I feel like he's kind of a goof, but at the same time, back in the classic old days, he actually wasn't that much of a goof, and he actually did some damage. So I got to give him a B, man. I can't say he's on the same level as Molten Man. That's just not right.
Oh yeah, no, Molten Man's not right. Like D.
Like he became a joke at some point, right? Like this now, especially Superior Foes of Spider-Man. It's like he's the biggest joke on the planet.
Yeah, they turned him into a joke, but he wasn't always that way.
Yeah. Speaking of jokes, next up.
Speaking of jokes, Hydro Man.
I'll put him next to fucking Molten Man, I guess.
Yeah, Hydro and Molten, I gotta agree with you there. Hydro Man, granted, his powers could be dope though. I mean, that dude could pop up out of your toilet and give you a butt punch, while you're sitting on the toilet.
Oh, yeah.
And then like, he has cool powers. Just, I don't know if anybody's ever used him in a solid way before. Like, can you? I honestly can't think of. I mean, unless he wears the battle like Namor or something, then he's kind of fucked. But as like a Spider-Man villain, I think that he could do a lot of like cool shit. I think in the video games they made him kind of dope.
Okay.
I don't know, but yeah,
I don't know either.
I gotta go with the C on that one.
I don't know either. I guess he's underused for sure. Yeah, I don't think him. Yeah, exploding someone asshole first via toilet is something we'll ever see in a Spider-Man. I mean, they had Ryan Ottley drawing the comic, so it's unfortunate that they didn't try to make it work. Yeah.
All right, man. Next up, you got the classic. You got Venom.
All right, we got people saying that Shocker is A. He's A level.
Okay, a deal. I'll give him that. I'll give him that one.
All right.
I'll give him that one. He is a joke now, but back in the day, man, that dude could fuck some shit up.
Yeah. It's fair
All
enough.
right, so Venom, my opinion, hands down, absolute S.
Yeah,
Venom is like the quintessential Spider-Man villain.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man has fucked, or Venom has fucked with Spider-Man more than anybody else.
Correct.
Oh, not maybe more than anybody else, but like quite a bit. Venom is just too classic of a character. Dude is a bona fide S.
Has literally messed with multiple Spider-Men at this point.
Yes, Venom is like he's like the top of the top. I don't know how many will be S, but Venom is up there.
I mean, speaking of which, right after
you got Carnage.
Would I go S with Carnage?
I personally would, just because you got the maximum Carnage. Dude is straight up slicing and killing people.
Yeah,
you know, he was a serial killer prior to becoming Carnage. He's just taken over.
Cletus Cassidy's a bad dude.
Yeah, I'm going S.
Let's go S with Carnage.
Oh, my voice is so
This is getting easy.
Okay.
You know what?
This tricky.
Okay. Yeah. This I agree. This one's tricky because something happened along the way in the Marvel universe where this man, Kingpin, moved over to become the nemesis of a different character. Because at some point Kingpin and Spider-Man were a thing, and then Kingpin just sort of said, "Screw this, I'm moving to Hell's Kitchen, and this is where it's gonna be from now on."
He was still I remember though, Kingpin was still a major part in a lot of, like, in some of the Dan Slott stuff too. Like
he
Kingpin
was as well he's still in Nick Spencer's run as well, the recent stuff. He was also a big part of that. Yeah.
Dude, I'm torn. I feel like if Shocker's an A, Kingpin almost has to be an S.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm thinking too.
Kingpin, like, messes with your family. Kingpin messes with everything. He ultimately becomes mayor. He runs that shit. Like, Kingpin he's ruthless. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
What is the chat saying?
So they're driving me crazy with this. They're saying, okay, Venom definitely an S tier, no arguing there. A Carnage as well as an S. Tyler, personally, Kingpin is B, maybe high C.
Oh, ouch.
Paul Peterson, Kingpin is an A for Spidey, but an S for Daredevil, which is a fair point.
That's a very fair point, actually. All right. I like that.
Jesus dropped a B on Kingpin, but I gotta go A on Kingpin.
Yeah, there's no way Kingpin can be below. Okay,
we can't have Shocker.
Yeah, no, I agree. Who said that? Was that Paul that said that?
Yeah, Paul Peterson with the
fucking fair call, dude. I actually like that because that's true. He's because we're also, I think, probably thinking about him as a villain for Daredevil and stuff. So nope, I agree. Fair call.
Yeah.
Okay. We're not sure who this crotch shot is. We're thinking either Hammerhead, maybe Tombstone. I don't think it's Tombstone though, because his hands look pasty. So I'm thinking Hammerhead.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna say it's Hammerhead unless somebody knows exactly who that is, and they're like, no, it's blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But otherwise, we're just gonna go with Hammerhead.
Yeah. Go for it.
All right, dude. It's Hammerhead.
It's definitely Hammerhead. That's what we're gonna go with. Yeah, we're definitely going with Hammerhead.
It's Hammerhead, man.
They're showing the wrong head though. That's the problem. Hammerhead's Hammerhead. I don't know.
He's almost just a D.
Yeah, he's just coasting by. He's a bench warmer. He's running his head first. Yeah, he's just banging his head against walls. I mean, just
all right. We're gonna give Hammerhead the D. He's showing his D. He gets the D.
See ya, Hammy.
Hammer D.
Wish we could give him an H.
Yeah. All right. So next up, we got Negative Man.
I know nothing about this character. Zero.
Nothing at all.
Is Negative Man from the comics?
Sorry, Mr. Negative, not Negative Man.
Mr. Negative. Mr. Negative.
Yeah,
is from the comics?
he's a Dan Slott creation, so he's fairly recent.
I must have missed it. Well, yeah, it escapes my memory then. I don't know, man. I mean, he made it into a video game, so like I guess he's so did Hammerhead, so I don't think that counts for anything. Man, I don't know. I guess I have no idea. I don't remember any of the Dan Slott stuff, and I didn't play the video game either.
He's a Silvermane goon. He was yeah. Let's go with C, just because he hasn't been around long enough. He was created in 2007. He's a Dan Slott creation. He's a Phil Jimenez character, but he hasn't been around very long to really cause that much havoc. I really don't know how many writers have used him, because Dan Slott wrote Spider-Man for over a decade, and the newer stuff, I don't even know if Mr. Negative's ever been mentioned.
I have no idea. I really need to read the new stuff.
Yeah, not that I recall.
Have you read Nick Spencer's run?
Most of it, not all of it.
Okay.
Most, but not all. All right. So now we got some fun ones. The classics. The ones that everybody knows and loves. We got Sandman.
Yeah.
I personally, Sandman has always been my favorite Spider-Man villain.
Wow.
I know. It's weird. I fell in love with the character design when I was 10 years old. That's when the Marvel trading cards were first coming out. It was back in like 92.
Yeah.
And Sandman was one of my first introductions ever to Marvel trading cards. I got him from like a friend of mine. I got Submariner was like my very first card ever, and then I got Sandman. And Sandman always intrigued the hell out of me. I really love the character design. I thought his powers were really neat.
You love the character design with the Blues Clues shirt? Is that what you?
Shut your mouth. Blues Clues wasn't a thing, sir.
Listen, I'll give him I'd give him a B personally. I know his name's Kane Marco, which is big with me because I don't really know. I think that's his name, right? Or is it Marco Kane? Kane Marco?
Yeah, Kane Marco.
I don't really know many Spider-Man villain like names, their full names. So I mean, the fact that I know his is a big deal, I think. And I think, he's got the prison Blues Clues outfit. It's pretty sweet. I'd give him a B.
No.
What do you mean no?
I can't allow a B.
Why?
Okay, he's not an S. Okay, in my mind, he's an S. And in reality, he's not an S. I get that.
Okay.
But he can't be a B, dude. It's Sandman.
Let's meet in the middle, make him a C.
No, what? No, dude, he's like an A. He's for sure an A, but I can't give him a B. I can't do it. It's Sandman.
Okay.
I can't. Sorry, I gotta overrule that one. It's Sandman. He's too much. He's too near and dear to my heart.
Fair enough.
All right. Next up, you have the absolute classic Dr. Octopus.
Dr. Octopus.
Doc Ock. Okay. I know where I personally would go, and I think a lot of people would agree, but I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
I might go S with Doc Ock, man.
Yes.
He's a bad bitch.
Agree. Not only that, he completely fucking ruined Peter's life.
That's what I mean.
He became the superior Spider-Man.
Yeah, he took over his brain.
He took over his body. He took over everything. He married Aunt May at one point in time. Like, Doc Ock, dude, if anybody has messed with Peter as much, like, it's got to be Doc Ock. So Doc Ock for sure gets the S.
Yeah, it gets that
like,
S.
For sure. Doc Ock is like like he's somebody you look at and you go, oh, nerd.
Yeah.
But then, like, you just hear all these stories and all this crazy shit that he's done, and you're like, all right, that dude's got my respect.
Yeah, yeah.
That dude's got my respect.
Fair enough.
So for sure, Doc Ock is S all the way.
Look at that S-Class coming up. You know, a lot of S-Class villains for Spidey.
He's good, man. All right, so next up, you got Doc Connors, the Lizard. I think I know where I would go on this, but I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
I think I'll go B.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, just down the middle.
Like, Doc Connors has helped Peter out a lot and stuff, and Doc Connors is pretty dope and all, but we're looking at the Lizard directly, and the Lizard is a villain.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say he's lame. He's had some interesting, story arcs and
just
whatnot.
Just a passerby.
He's not. He doesn't even really want to be a villain. It's just
All
right. So next up on the list, we have Electro.
Trying to think the last story I read with Electro in it. I mean, I think he was doing some wild stuff too, though. Like, I think he was making copies of himself with electricity. I think he's come a long way, but kind of a goofball still. I mean, especially seeing him in this outfit again. Come on.
It's a
What are we
classic. He's
doing?
a
I know.
classic character. He has stood the test of time.
I'd throw him right in the B section again.
Oh, see, I'm torn. I don't
You
know
wanna
whether to
give him
go.
the A?
I kind of want to give him the A. He's just so classic. I'm
Yeah.
kind of feeling the A. Let's see, what is the group saying? Everybody's saying, oh, that's all Lizard. All B's should be A's and all the A's should be B's. No, Nick, you're wrong. Electro's a B.
Electro solid B. I'm seeing a lot of B's here.
Silver Age Electro S, now a B. That's fair.
Yeah. Same kind of deal as
all the B. Electro solid
NFL.
B. All right, fine. Everybody seems to be in agreement with you. We'll go B.
Right.
You guys override me on that one.
It's cost a lot of money to get everyone on my side tonight, but it's totally worth it so far.
You son of a bitch. So next up, you got Mysterio.
Mysterio. Yeah. I think I have the wrong impression of Mysterio, maybe because I know he can do some very cool things with being the master of illusions and all, but he's always at the end of the day, they end up just like it ends up turning into a joke. I feel,
Yeah. Yep.
Breaks my heart.
He doesn't get the respect he deserves. I think he could be a lot like they did pretty good in the Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland with Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio. Mm-hmm. They did a really good job of making him, making Quentin Beck more of a kind of a badass. Really, I mean, they did. I think they did a pretty good job. They did him justice in that movie, I feel. But I don't know, man. He has a cool look. He's got some really cool things that he can do.
You think he's got a cool look? He's got a fishbowl,
dude. But it's like when it's all like smoky and shit, though, and like fog.
I guess dude, he's just hotboxing it.
It just looks dope. I'm leaning towards B.
I'm going B with it as well.
You're going B. Where's everybody else saying here? B. Everybody's saying B or A.
B for Mr. Fishbowl. Yeah.
Most people are leaning towards B, so we'll agree on that one. Fishbowl face gets B. Okay. Next up, man, you got one of the best of the best.
Oh yeah.
You have Norman Osborn, the Green Goblin.
I mean,
I think we already all know where he's gonna go, right?
Straight to D. Next.
Gobbly gets the D.
Goblin, I mean, you gotta go S with it all day.
Exactly.
I mean, he has about rocking someone's world. S class, you get the S class if you start messing with Aunt May. If you try to put it in her, if you do whatever you're trying to do.
He killed Gwen.
That's fair enough.
Well,
yeah.
I guess Peter kind of killed Gwen, but like it's because of him that Gwen's dead.
Yeah, it's true.
Like Norman is a sadistic psychopath, dude.
Yeah. Norman's an S class on the Marvel Universe level.
And not only that, but Green Goblin, like the big mask, it makes an appearance in I can't remember the name of that movie now. This is from the 1980s. My God, what's the name of the movie? With the killer's trucks. And Emilio Estevez. Shit, I know you're not gonna know what I'm talking about.
I have no idea. Maximum Overdrive.
Yeah,
there you go.
Dude. Maximum
That's
Overdrive.
a hell of a title. That is a hell of a title.
It's such a good movie. But there's a big old semi truck with a massive Green Goblin head on the front of the semi truck, and it freaked me out as a kid. Yeah, dude, it freaked me out as a kid. It just came to life and it freaked me out. All right. Next up, we have probably one of my all-time favorite Spider-Man stories. And Kraven, my favorite story was Kraven's Last Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Such a fucking I need to quit cursing. Such an emotional. Well, I listened back on like one of our replays before, and I go, man, I curse a lot. And then I kept listening. I go, I sound really unintelligent. Like I really need to stop doing this. Anyway, Kraven's Last Hunt. One of my all-time favorite Spider-Man stories. It is so amazing and so heartbreaking and so twisted and demented. Like before I read Kraven's Last Hunt, I always thought Kraven was like a punk. I was like, whatever. He's like a C-list. He dresses like a jaguar, like I don't know. He's a C-lister until I read Kraven's Last Hunt.
Yeah, he's a straight up Latin dancer.
Yeah, right.
With his outfit.
And then you read Kraven's Last Hunt, and it just, dude, it just flips your lid. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, you got. I think he. I mean, he's got to get an S. I would say.
Yeah,
For
because
that story alone.
I would agree that if it wasn't for Kraven's Last Hunt, I would probably put him on the C list. But Kraven's Last Hunt was such an emotional roller coaster of a ride. Like, I will never forget how that ended. I almost had tears. Like, I felt bad for Kraven, dude. I was like, I just could not believe it. It was insane. Next up on the list, we got Scorpion, Mac Gargan.
I had no idea. I think I got to go C with Scorpion.
See, I was like, do I go B or C? I was between B and C myself.
I don't know. He hasn't been too hot for me.
All right, I'll give you C. We'll agree on that one. I was torn. I wasn't sure where to go on that one. All right, next up, does anybody know who the hell this is? We've been trying to figure it out. This is the one character that I cannot figure out who this is. I was like, is it an early Prowler? But then it looks like he's got like a weird like shell on his back. Did somebody upload Kite Man and they shouldn't have? Like, who is this?
Who is that?
Does anybody know who that is? Beetle. Yeah, I can't zoom in, Paul. I tried because I was trying to like squint my eyes and I couldn't zoom in or anything. I apologize.
I mean, it's a turquoise outfit, a turquoise leotard with purple underwear and purple gloves.
Beetle. All right, okay, see, I don't know. So we'll give everybody this one. We'll let you guys decide. Where does Beetle belong?
Yeah, tell us where the Beetle goes.
I don't remember the Beetle at all. So so for me, it'd be a D because I don't even remember him at all. But let's see what the group says. What does chat say? S tier? Are you serious?
No, that's a joke.
That has to be a joke.
D for Beetle. D. Yeah, D. There was just dicks flying around everywhere. Let's give him the D.
Beetle gets the D.
The D.
All right, next up, you got Adrian Toomes, aka the Vulture.
Vulture, I think I'd go A.
Really?
I'd give him the A. Yeah. He's done some pretty crazy stuff too, right?
I just feel bad for him. He's like, nobody loves me.
I know, he's just an old man who's like,
give me my mush.
Yeah. And then he's just getting slammed into walls and stuff by some kid. How is he not dead from old age at this point? Also, because Peter's gone from being a high school student to being, a business owner. He started a science research center or some shit like that. Parker Industries. I mean, what's going on with Toomes?
I don't know.
He's just going off, man. Can we?
I know he's a bitch to fight in the video game.
Yeah.
You have to jump in the air. I don't remember which game it was, but you have to like web swing into the air and then like kick him in the air. And then I don't know. I just remember it being a pain in the ass to fight in the boss battles on that game.
Yeah.
Let's put him at B.
Let's give him the B.
He gets the B.
Screw it.
He gets the B. All right. And then last but not least, we have Chameleon, who made his first appearance actually in, I want to say it was Amazing Spider-Man #1. I think that was the first villain that Peter faced.
Yeah. Chameleon's one where I've read stories with him in multiple titles. And in some titles, he's like a really cool character because he tricks a bunch of people. But then he always gets caught and it looks stupid in the end. And they're like, oh, that's just Chameleon doing his thing again.
Well, he's
pretending he's grandma. Yeah.
Would you like some cookies? I mean, he's been around since 1963. He's made his first appearance in Amazing Spider-Man #1. He's an absolute classic.
That means nothing to me.
He has stood the test of time.
We'll give him the S tier.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I'm trying to take that into account.
Yeah. All right, well, we can give him a C then. Maybe a B.
I'd go B. Let's do B. Just because he's
someone recommend a good Chameleon story if that's a thing.
Yeah. Well, he's #1. So I see some people asking like where Hobgoblin and stuff is. So we did not create this I just used it. I found somebody's made up template already on this website, and we just rolled with it because I was like, this is going to take way too long to upload our own pictures. But after going through this, next time we do something like this, we agreed that we're going to create our own and upload our own pictures and everything else. So it'll be better next time. It won't be all crotch shots. All right, so this is kind of where we rank Spider-Man's villains. So really the only rogues that he has for S tier that were available on this thing were Venom, Carnage, Doc Ock, Green Goblin, and Kraven. I'd say it's pretty good though, man. It's 5 S tier rogues.
Are there any that weren't on the list that you would put in here?
Probably Hobgoblin. That one's big.
Hobgoblin, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that one's big. I'm trying to think if there's nobody else I don't think I would put on S. No, I don't think I would put anybody else on S, to be honest.
Are there any other Spider-Man villains worth of note?
Some people would say that Juggernaut is a Spider-Man villain. Juggernaut has made some appearances in the early, not early, but probably like in the 80s-ish Spider-Man. A couple of the issues are actually kind of entertaining. So yeah, some people would say that Juggernaut is a Spider-Man villain to an extent, even though he's more closely related to like X-Men. But
yeah,
trying to think. Really, Hobgoblin's the big one that you're missing there.
That's it.
Oh, somebody said Black Cat. That's true. Black Cat's not in there, but she's kind of like she's an anti-hero. I mean, I guess
Silver Sable.
Yeah, Silver Sable. I guess if you go that route, you could also say Punisher. I don't know. There's a few.
All right. Well,
but there we go. So there's
get this Marvel shit off the screen, please.
Based on what they say, or based on what they provided us to work with here, Smythe, man, he created the I just lost my fucking train of thought. That's what you get for smoking before a show. Smythe, the Spider Slayers. God damn, I couldn't. The Spider Slayers. Ooh, somebody mentioned Morbius. I like Morbius, though. Morbius is badass. The Jackal. The Jackal's a good one, dude. The Jackal really messed with Peter's Clone Saga.
Yeah.
Dude, Jackal, yeah. All right. Well, that's enough of Spider-Man. Let's jump into the one that we all really want to check out, right? The one that we all want to see. Batman in color. Okay. Have you ever seen Batman 66 before? I know you know what it is, but have you ever seen it? Like watched an episode?
Years ago.
Really?
Years ago. So
I have the whole series on Blu-ray and I love it.
There you go. Okay.
All right. So again, we didn't pick these pictures. So like we don't know why some are movie and why some are comics. Like I don't get it either. Again, this is just somebody's thing that was created and we are rolling with it. So
yeah. Yep. Deal with
it. This will be fun. I think this one will have a little bit more this will be fun because
this will be tougher for sure. I think this will be way more difficult.
For sure.
All right, so let's backwards with this
started.
One?
You want to start backwards? All right, so first up we got Hugo Strange.
Hugo Strange, man. So I mean, what was he? Was he the head of Arkham, or he was just like their lead medical person? I think, right, for a long time.
He was like the lead medical person. But here's the thing: Hugo Strange knows who Batman is under the cowl.
Correct.
And he wants. Have you ever seen Hugo Strange? Dude is jacked.
He's jacked.
Like, he's trying to be.
He started taking Venom, I think.
Yeah.
At a certain point too, he started taking or like a monster serum or something.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a bad dude.
And he's trying to become Batman. Like he wants to take over the role of Batman, and he knows that Bruce Wayne is Batman. Spoiler alert. Bruce Wayne's Batman. Spoiler.
In case anyone hasn't figured that one out yet. God, we don't want to get in trouble for that one. Man, that's tough. I feel like he's kind of underused. I know he was, I guess, the villain of Night of the Monster Men when Rebirth started. That sort of weird crossover story.
That wasn't a good story.
Yeah, but
let's not use that one.
yeah, not a great example.
But
I mean,
just the fact. Okay, here's my thing. One, he's been around for years and years and years and years. I think he might have actually been a character that was created by Bill Finger. Like that's how old he goes back. Like he's been around. Like he's an old school character.
Okay.
So not only that is he an old school character, but the fact that he knows who Batman is, like that is huge. That is massive. So I feel I don't want to say he's S. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm almost leaning towards A.
Outrageous.
Strictly due to the fact that he knows who Batman is. He could ruin him at any moment, and like he's just and he's a genius. He's a criminal.
Let's give him the A.
Genius.
Let's give him the A. Yeah, you convinced me.
Hugo gets the A.
Hugo.
All
right.
Next up, we got Harley Quinn. Holly.
I'd toss her in the C section.
Really?
As a Batman villain?
Well, okay. Yes, but okay. I guess let's do away with the
distraction.
Cosplay.
She's a distraction.
Cosplay. Let's do away with just the popularity of the character in general. Let's get rid of the pop culture references regarding Harley Quinn, and let's really think as a villain. You might be on to something, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't have any special powers.
Yes, correct.
She's just a psychotic gymnast, basically. Correct. But she's super intelligent, so you got to give her that.
In her own way.
She's super intelligent.
Yeah.
But, I mean, she's got a cool costume. I like the Bruce Timm Harley Quinn. She got a cool costume.
You know, she's kind of, when it comes to she's just a distraction. She's just like when someone's being chased and they like knock over like a fridge or something to be like a physical distraction. That's pretty much what she is whenever Joker's running from the Batman. He just throws Harley Quinn and hopes that Batman trips on her.
That's true. All right, dude. Would you put her at C or D?
I'd go C. I have some respect for her because she's a Bruce Timm Paul Dini creation, but
all right, we'll throw her at C. Next up, we're not 100% sure, but we talked about this earlier, and we're pretty sure this is Firefly, but we're not 100% sure. If anybody knows elsewise and they're like, no, it's not Firefly, let us know.
Yeah.
But we're thinking that's Firefly.
Yeah. Firefly's burned a few things down. And
he's worthless. Let's be okay. Next,
let's toss. Speaking of D, we got Deadshot. Deadshot. Weird to classify him as a Batman villain, I guess, but I guess that's what he started as, was a Batman villain. I don't know, like I've always known Deadshot, he's just like, oh, he's either part of the Secret Six or he's part of Suicide Squad. That's it. Yep. He's not a villain to anyone. He's just that's it.
He's a badass, but again, I personally wouldn't have, I guess, counted him as a Batman.
He's a mercenary.
Yeah, exactly. He's a mercenary. I wouldn't say he's D level though. I got some respect for him.
Yeah, I mean,
C.
Yeah, let's give him a C, I guess.
He gets a C. All right, dude. We got Clayface.
Okay,
now,
Clayface.
I am so torn on this one.
He's not even a villain anymore.
No, exactly. But I am so torn on this one because Clayface was a character that I thought was just stupid, right?
Yeah.
Until the animated series came out, I was like, okay, cool. Clayface is kind of a cool character. But then when Rebirth came out, Tynion completely like flipped the script on Clayface, dude, and made Clayface, well, not longer a villain, but he made Clayface, and more so Basil Karlo, like a character that you felt for, a character that you really pulled for, someone that you wanted to see win at the end of the day. And so I really grew to love this character. And then when you see him in the Harley Quinn show, again, I know trying to take pop culture out of it, but when you see him in the Harley Quinn TV show, he's fantastic. I love Clayface.
True. All right, I'll let you decide this one. There's clearly a lot of passion here.
Torn. I'm just so torn. I think. Okay, we'll go B.
Okay.
We'll just go B.
We'll go
Because he's
B.
not really a villain anymore, and I mean,
Yeah.
if it wasn't for tying in, he'd probably be a D. But
Yeah.
well, all right, we'll rock with B.
The tiny onion gets the B.
The tiny onion, baby.
Yeah. I mean, next up we got Catwoman. I mean, same thing. Like barely even a villain. They were engaged. What are we even talking about here anymore? I mean, she's a great character. Nothing against her as a character, but if we're looking at it as a supervillain, I mean, great back in the day, man. Back in the day, she was fantastic.
That's true.
But I mean,
again,
now,
though, she knows who Bruce is.
She could rock his world.
She in more ways than one.
I don't know, man.
Tough
for me.
Torn on this one.
Tough.
Because, like I said, she knows who he is, and she's sort of like an anti-hero as well. You know what I mean?
I'd give her a C, personally.
Really?
That's where I'm
low?
at. Yeah, just as a villain again, like she breaks into the mansion and steals jewelry. Like, come on, get it together, woman. Like, let's do something. Or like, cut his balls off or something. You know, like, let's get serious here.
Wow.
Like the stuff she's been up to is child's play. Great character. I love her as a character, but again, as a Batman villain, I just can't. As a character in the DC universe, like I'd throw her up into A for sure, at least. But man. Convince me,
dude. Okay, so one, she knows his identity. You got to account for something in that regard. Okay, granted, she's not so much a villain anymore, and when she was sort of a petty thief. But she, again, classic character, been around for like 60 years.
Yeah,
so that's got to count for something. And she's been a mainstay. She's had her own solo title,
but she's been better when she's a hero. Everyone likes her more when she's a hero, when she's no man's land and the building's falling apart and she's saving the kids from the apartment building that's collapsing. You're like, this is it. This is it. When she's robbing Batman, singing like, oh, this is cute. He's chasing her down the hallway in his Birkenstocks. Oh, he jumped out the window together. This is adorable. Kite Man flew by. It's like,
but she's always kind of an annoyance, though.
Listen, yeah,
like, she was always there to kind of be an annoyance to Batman.
She is a woman,
and she throws him off his game. Like he could be in the middle of a case, and she shows up looking all catified.
Yeah, and we're gonna endorse that shit, man. In 2021,
he gets a bat boner, and what is he supposed to do? I mean, I gotta go B on Catwoman.
All right, fine, we can give her a B.
All right.
I mean, it's fine. I think she's an A as a character in general, but
as a villain, moving on. We're ranking the rogues gallery.
Correct. Yes.
Next up, you got Black Mask.
Black Mask, great stuff. You know what? He's kind of a sick, sinister dude. He's done crazy stuff in Catwoman titles. He's done crazy stuff with Red Hood, but with Batman, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like Batman doesn't even take him seriously enough where he just sends Red Hood to take care of Black Mask stuff. And you're like, well, it's not even he's not even good enough for Batman's attention anymore.
True.
It's rough. I gotta go D. I'm gonna go D on Black Mask. Is that crazy? He's a great character just for Batman, though. Like, Batman doesn't even give a shit about him anymore. He's like, my lackeys will take care of you.
But a D.
No, I can't do that. That's too much. I like Black Mask a lot. Let's go C.
C. Okay.
That's what I'll go with.
I can get on board with that one. I just realized I don't have a bottle opener down here.
No.
Son of a bitch. I was gonna crank open a beer, but I don't have a bottle opener down here. They're all upstairs.
And the comments are very conflicted with Black Mask. Tyler's not happy with the idea of Black Mask getting a D. Someone said Black Mask is an A.
You got a C. Black Mask got a C.
And then Jared said Mask gets a low C at the highest. People are getting upset that we're throwing Kite Man under the bus repetitively.
Hey, I like Kite Man. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Anyway, yeah, Omar said use your teeth to open the beer.
No. I was trying to use my desk, but that didn't work.
Use a bind. Just kidding.
No, it's fine. I'll go. grab something here in a minute. Anyway, next up on the list we have
yeah. Yeah, that's
watch the world burn.
I got it. Yeah, Bane is. Yeah, I don't know. Shit, I don't know if I want to say S class, but I can't. For some reason, something's holding me back.
Oh,
but he's been
on my desk.
Oh, on your desk, nice. We got to give him S class. He's done incredible things in the DC universe, in Gotham. I don't know, like he had his
Here's my thing. He's S class all the way.
Okay.
Who has tormented Batman more? Okay, there's maybe a couple other that also belong in the S class, but think about all of these, like 90% of these villains. Who has tormented Batman more? Who has taken Batman out of commission first? Not just by physical strength. No. He tires him out. He has a master plan. He is a genius. He has a master plan. He manipulates Batman into just tiring himself out to the point where he's beyond exhausted. Then he goes in for the kill and breaks his freaking back.
I know, but then,
he's struggling. Batman's struggling for months trying to get back into shape and be able to walk and shit again. Like, Bane is epic.
But then Azrael beat up Bane. And listen, then when Tom King wrote the Bane stuff, you had Bane being fully in the nude, trying to do some weird power play bullshit. He got really weird, man. He got really weird.
But he was fantastic in Secret Six.
He was fantastic in Secret Six.
He was amazing in Secret Six.
Absolutely. I love him as a character, but does Bane in Secret Six count as him being a villain towards Batman? I don't know,
dude, man. He's an S. He's
all right. We'll give him the S.
Even when he first came out with the Tyler, or I was reading somebody's comments to Tyler when Chuck Dixon first wrote him and stuff, man, he was classic. He was portrayed as like just a mastermind behind everything. Like he's badass.
All right. I don't know, man. I don't know if I can give a drug addict the S position. I mean, I'm anti-drugs. THC, welcome to the show.
Dude, come on. How else can he get away with this? Look at this.
All right.
Look at what he's wearing. Who else can get away with this outfit?
It's true. The luchador mask.
You gotta be. No, not the mask. Look at his shirt. What the hell is this? He's wearing a singlet. You gotta be a big man to be able to wear a singlet, sir.
Yeah. Well, he needs to cover the nips. He gets cold. His nipples get cold.
I don't know. I see a lot of comments in here that are saying A, maybe B. I can't do B. No way in hell could I do B.
Should we go C, people? Let's vote.
I'm very much S, and there's a couple people that agree with me, but it looks like a lot of people are saying A.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. There's a lot in the beginning that all said S. Oh, dude, there's a lot of back and forth between S and A's in the comments.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah, there's a lot of comments between the S and A. I want to go S. What do you say? I'll give you final word.
All right, I mean, fine, I guess. It's fine. We can give him the S.
All right, S it is. Omar is asking what Bane toy that was. It's actually a PVC statue. It's one of the Diamond Select Bane PVC statues. Next up, we're not sure. We think it's Victor Zsasz. Is that who we agreed on?
Yeah, Victor Zsasz.
Yeah, we weren't real sure. It looks like he's wearing leopard print. I don't know what's happening here. It sucks when you can't zoom in and actually see what's going on. Maybe that's not leopard print. Maybe those are like the
they are. I think so. Yeah.
It's just so hard to tell in that little ass picture.
Yeah.
All right, Victor Zsasz, uber serial killer. I mean, the dude's killed like 1,000 people.
Yeah, there are some cool like one shots with him, but I mean nothing to write home about. I think I'd give him like a C.
Yep, I would agree. Sorry, Zazzy, you get the C. I can't argue.
Not bad.
No, you're whatever. you make for interesting stories now and again, but you're a side piece.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up, you've got Ventriloquist and Scarface. I'm torn on this one.
These guys are fun.
Yes, right? Like
they're very fun character. Yeah, very fun character.
Super fun character.
They can't. I think so. He can't pronounce bees. Is that right?
G's,
so it's the Gatman.
Yeah.
So he says the Gatman instead of
G's instead of bees.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Yeah, it's tough. And then the whole ventriloquist thing is very bizarre too. But
to this day, you still don't know who controls what. Like they kind of leave it open to interpretation, and that's the one thing I really like about it. Is like some people are like, "Oh no, like it's totally the ventriloquist," and then other people are like, "I'm not so sure." Like
controlled territory during No Man's Land. That's big. It's a big deal. I mean,
that makes me want to read No Man's Land. I'm only on volume 5 of my binds right now, so I got a little ways to go.
Yeah. Tough. It's tough.
I know.
I think, man, I think I might go B. Like I
was thinking B.
I look forward to it when I know the ventriloquist and Scarface are showing up. I look forward to it. It's so goofy. It's such an obscure idea, but man, it's so much fun.
Yep. Agreed. All right, B it is. I think we can all agree on that one.
Yeah.
Two-Face, one of my all-time favorite Batman villains. I have a few favorite Batman villains, and I've actually got 5. There's too many of them to count because Batman just has such badass rogues. But Two-Face is up there. I love Two-Face. I got a really awesome commission done by Javier Villa not too long ago of Two-Face, and it's gorgeous.
Yeah, Two-Face is, I mean,
he's not S. Okay, we'll just get that out of the way. He's not an S level, but he's definitely not C or D. I personally don't think he's B. I personally think he's A. That's
I think he's an easy A.
You think
like
he's
that Lindsay Lohan movie? Yeah. Man, I don't know. Two-Face.
Dude, the comments are all saying S is Two-Face, down the board.
I've got to say, I would push S on Two-Face, man. He's done some crazy stuff. I don't want to spoil stories that are over 20 years old, but a bunch of stories are all, Two-Face being an absolute psychopath.
That's true. I'm not opposed to an S. I just wasn't. I don't know. I'm not opposed to it, but that's crazy. I thought there'd be a lot more A's in this one. S is all right. I'm down. I'm not like I said, he's one of my favorite villains. Yeah. I'm totally down for an S. Yeah. S it is. We'll do S. Next up, we got Solomon Grundy.
Pedestrian.
He's
again, it's just another distraction. It's just, every story, Long Halloween, whatever. It's just like, let's throw in some cool action pages where Batman beats up Solomon Grundy once again for the 53rd time. Just for a cool action sequence. It's a joke. He's a C. I don't want to look at him anymore.
I almost went D.
D? I mean, maybe he doesn't even. The dialogue's never even creative.
He has fun, like in the animated stuff, though. So I gotta give him that, I suppose.
Fair enough.
All right, next up, Scarecrow.
Man, Scarecrow is. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, we're just looking at it as a Batman villain. I shouldn't look at him when he had the yellow lantern ring, none of that stuff.
Look at him as a villain, but not necessarily just a Batman villain. But yeah, don't count as like when he's rocking a yellow ring. Like that's just.
It's cool.
That's cheating.
Yeah.
That's just cheating at Scrabble.
Man, Scarecrow, where do you land, sir? I don't know,
dude. The comments are so torn.
What are they doing? They're torn, huh?
They're saying S, A, B, and C. Oh, no, Grundy was a C. They're saying S, A, and B.
S is a bit much for Scarecrow.
I would agree. I think S is a bit much for Scarecrow.
You know what? I'll go with the A for. I think I'd go with an A for Scarecrow.
I would agree with that.
I think he's gone far.
His spirit toxin will fuck you up.
Yeah.
Sorry, mess you up.
Speaking of which, this is gonna get crazy now. No, we're getting
into like the top, mostly top tier.
Yeah.
All right, dude, you got Riddler. I love Riddler, but a lot of the arcs that like are written in like at least back like in the 80s and early 90s, like the arcs that were written for Riddler, they're not very good.
No,
Like I
but
was so excited anytime I'd see a Riddler arc, I'd get all giddy and then I'd read it and I'd be like, it's not very good.
But I mean, 0 Year, the War of Jokes and Riddles. I mean, he took on the Joker, dude, while taking on Batman at the same time.
Yeah.
I'd go with A on Riddler. I think I'd go with A personally.
I can see that.
Next one's kind of it. Yeah.
Frank Gorshin is Riddler too, dude, back in Batman 66. So much fun. He played that role and it was it's so good.
Nice. The next one's a really easy one for me anyway. Ra's al Ghul, I mean.
Yep, I know exactly where I want to put him.
Easy S.
Yep, I was gonna say easy S.
Easy
1, 2,
S.
3 S.
Largest crime organization on the planet.
Not only that, dude, but like
literally all
he
manipulated.
Stole Batman's parents' coffins in JLA.
Right. Yeah, he's compromised Batman so much.
Completely compromised the JLA. Well, granted, it was based on Batman's homework, but he completely compromised the JLA, stole his parents' coffins, and then just effed with Batman. Like, and he's Damian's granddaddy. Yep.
I mean, resurrected himself. Craziness, madness has happened with Ra's al Ghul. Yeah, easily S class
for sure.
Oh, next up,
you got Poison Ivy.
Man, Poison Ivy's
powers. She's got cool powers,
great powers, and also she's done some really cool stuff in the past. I mean, Batman Hush, she literally manipulated Superman into fighting Batman. She's manipulated or whatever, intoxicated Batman multiple times in the past as well. But she's kind of just become a thing where it's like her and Harley Quinn hanging out now, just now
being they're together.
Monogamous, yeah. Scissoring and stuff. I mean, cool character, cool powers, Rot World and all that. Great little appearance in there.
I'd go B.
Yeah, I think B's the right way. Yeah, B's the move.
B's better. She's got cool powers. If you notice, everybody in the sea doesn't have powers except for Solomon.
Yeah.
All
Speaking of which,
you got the Penguin, and I know it's Danny DeVito, but that's not. we're looking at the Penguin.
Yeah.
So the Penguin as a villain, how does he rank in the Rogues Gallery? I mean, it's the Penguin, dude. He's got really cool umbrellas and he's got really neat tricks up his sleeve. And he does run a crime organization. He is a crime boss.
And once in a blue moon, he will do something dark and sadistic once in a while. But for the most part, just like he has a casino, I mean, he's just laundering money. Like, this is what we're talking about, kind of. Yeah. Not really worth mentioning.
I personally would go B.
I'd go B with him as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
B for the Penguin. He doesn't really have any special powers. He's just a goofy looking dude.
Yeah.
We gotta go B. He just runs shit.
Agreed. Yeah.
And he does become mayor. So yeah, B.
True.
All right, Mr. Freeze, another one of my favorites. I absolutely love Mr. Freeze. His story is
beautiful
so
story.
Heartbreaking. Dude, it is so heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Absolutely love his story. Villain wise, I mean, he does things for maybe in his own twisted reasons, but they all make sense. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate that about him. But he's got cool powers too, like his ice guns and the stuff that he can do, and he just freezes people. Like, every time he freezes somebody, they're dead. There's no way they're gonna unthaw them. Like, they're dead. They're gone.
But is he even like a genuine threat, to Batman? Like, if this was like,
well, it depends.
Ranked of supervillains.
Is Batman standing in the way between him and Nora? If so, yes, then he is a genuine threat. Like, and in the video games, they've always made Mr. Freeze's ice powers and stuff really fun. And I don't know, dude, I really love Mr. Freeze. I have another awesome commission by local artist Nate Hamill of Mr. Freeze. It's his take on the Bruce Timm style. Nice. Dude, it's epic. I love it. But
let's throw him in the B section, I guess.
Dude, I'm pushing A.
You're gonna push for A. What are the comments saying?
I love Mr. Freeze.
Solid A for Freeze is what people are saying. Guys, it's Mr. Freeze, not Frieza.
Some said B. Low B. Well, as for Penguin, low B. All right, yeah, we're going A.
Right, sure.
I love Freeze. S. No, just kidding.
Mr. Freeze.
Man-Bat.
Man-Bat. I mean, occasionally a villain for Batman.
Yeah, I think basically Man-Bat is the equivalent to Spider-Man's lizard.
Throw him in the sea.
That's exactly what he is. He is the equivalent to Spider-Man's lizard. Almost the exact same story, almost the exact same everything. Totally a C.
Am I seeing things here? Is this another Mr. Penguin? Oh no, this is Mad Hatter. Yeah, my bad. Mad Hatter, man.
He's a loon. He's one that I look forward to. When I see like Matt, he's like Arcade for me. Like when I see Arcade in the X-Men, I'm like, yes, this is gonna be a fun story. Mad Hatter's kind of the same way. When I see Mad Hatter in something, I'm like, this is gonna be a fun story.
Yeah, that would rank him a little higher.
Correct.
But also, those stories never last very long.
Well, no, because he's just manipulating people with
hats. It's just a little psychedelic trip. That's all it is for the most part.
But he's definitely not a D. I feel like he's fun enough that he doesn't deserve a C. No, I'd give him a B.
You'd give him a B? I feel like give the Mad Hatter a B. I gotta reach out to the people again.
B
or C. All right.
B, C, B or C.
It looks like there are more B's. Let's give him the B.
All right, he gets the B.
Give him that big B.
Everybody decided with me on that one almost. All right, then you got Killer Moth.
Killer Moth. I mean, just D.
Can we just say he's Kite Man and give him an S?
Yeah, just give him a D.
Killer Moth, dude. He's I don't know. Killer Moth is he's a lackey, dude.
Yeah.
That's all he gets the low man on the totem pole.
Yeah.
If we're giving Zaz and Black Mask a C, Killer Moth
Killer Moth
all the way. All the way. Next up, I'm pretty sure that's Killer Croc.
I don't think so.
That picture's really hard to see what the heck it is, but we're gonna go with Killer Croc in that one.
Yeah. It's an alien from Mass Effect. I hope someone gets that reference. Okay. I don't know, man. Killer Croc's a tough one for me.
Yeah.
He's kind of done like certain stories. I just think of like the Joker story where, I mean, he was kind of an organized crime leader in a way, which is he still ain't shit though. I'd give him a C. He kind of fought Bane for a little bit, but got his ass smacked around. He always gets his ass smacked around. He's a distraction. He's a Solomon Grundy.
And he lives in the gutters.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Get him out of here.
Yeah, you're out of here. All right. So next up, we've got probably the creme de la creme of Batman.
It's a double D. We got a double D left.
Anybody that says they hate this character is just trying to fucking ruffle some feathers. Like nobody hates this character. It's none other than the Joker.
Yep.
Dude, I know personally, I give an S all the way for the Joker. For sure. Like, hands down. You don't even have to think about it. The Joker gets an S. He's the dark mirror image of Batman. Like
has murdered many of his loved ones.
Yeah, he
tried to kill many of his loved ones. We don't even it's almost I don't even know 100%. I guess Joker has been in the Batcave, like he knows who Batman is as well, like all of this stuff. I mean, he knows who the family is.
And he just doesn't care. He doesn't care. Like, Hugo would use it against him, but Joker just doesn't care. He's like, I don't give a shit.
Joker's the kind of guy who would expose Batman and then get mad at anyone who tried to use that information to get rid of Batman. He'd be like, well, I let you know about it, but that doesn't mean you get to go and kill him now. Like, don't get ahead of yourself. That's my thing. I get to kill him. Which is, definitely S-class. Last we got Hush.
Hush, man. I'm torn on that one between an S and an A.
Really?
Yeah.
I was going to give him a B.
Hush, you were gonna give a B?
Yeah, man. What about a couple good stories and we're throwing in the towel and saying this guy's an S-class? Come on,
then I'll give him an A. In that regard, I would give him an A then.
Yeah.
He knows who Bruce is.
Yes.
He's blames Bruce. He's psychotic, like, and he blames Bruce for everything that's happened to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
okay, we can go A. We can go A. I think we can go A.
Like you said, a few good stories, and fair enough. So therefore, he would be an A for me. But Hush is a badass character. He hasn't been around very long. Repetitive. He hasn't been around very long, but he's badass.
Yeah, he has done some pretty cool stuff in his time.
So there we have it. There is our ranking for the quote-unquote classic Batman Rogue Gallery based on, again, we did not choose these characters or these pictures. This is just a template I found because we're lazy. But yeah, so there you guys go. I think everybody, I haven't looked at the comments in a while. Does everybody kind of agree?
Yeah, they said we know where
Hush is A, Hush is A, B, definitely not an S. Hush is A, B, B, B. Hush is not an A. Come on. I agree. Hush is an A. Hush has too much knowledge. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Knowledge gets you very far. That's fair. That's fair. Knowledge will get you far. I mean, especially if you know, well, is it even that hot of a secret anymore if like everyone seems to know this thing?
So, yeah.
All these villains get together and they're like, well, I can tell you who Batman is. And they're like, well, we already know who Batman is. So that doesn't mean anything to us. All the villains just know who Batman is.
Well, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'd love it if they did an issue where, like, you know how there's a thing where people find snakes in their toilets. Sometimes in like Florida and stuff, they'll just, you know, go into their washroom at night and there's just a snake coming out of the bottom of their toilet. If they did that, but it's like Killer Croc is trying to come out of the toilet, you know, he just bursts out from out of it.
Like the Kool-Aid Man breaking through a wall.
Yeah. Every other issue, every once in a while in a run, the writer just writes in Killer Croc surprising Alfred while Alfred's taking a shit, just bursting through the toilet
while screaming, "Oh yeah!" So we're gonna take this time real quick to let you guys know that tonight we are brought to you by Organic Price Books.
Yes.
Our boy JP, owner of organicpricebooks.com, is an amazing dude. The best customer service I have ever seen. And I'm not just saying because he's our sponsor. I'm saying that because I truly mean it. Best customer service I have ever seen coming from a book shipping company, whether that be IST, Correct. Cheap Graphic Novels, Tales of Wonder, DCBS. Like, this dude has like the best customer service, and he takes it to heart, and he's in all the chat rooms on Facebook and everything else, and he's letting people know what's up. He's doing videos showing you guys like what's in stock and why it's not, and he's providing all these updates. Amazing customer service, and just all around bomb-proof shipping. He's working on a couple things right now. The business is growing. He's fairly new. He's only been around for a few months, but I can tell you right now, people are jumping ship left and right. And I guarantee there's people in the comments right now that could be easily commenting on this and saying how much they love Organic Price Books.
Yeah, and I definitely want to get my Superman by Peter J. Tomasi omnibus from JP at OPB. Very excited about that, which is a cool thing. You can actually pre-order on their website as well.
Yep, you can pre-order on the website, which is a huge thing for people. And if you use our code THC2, you are going to save $2 on your order, and that's every order you make for them. Use our code THC2 and you are going to save $2 on every single order you place. He also offers free shipping if you're in the US. If you're outside of the US, he will still ship to you, but it is calculated based on like whatever the UPS rate or whatever is, but he is willing to ship internationally as well.
And yes, and huge. The selection's growing. Discounts will get better with time as well.
He switched over from DC from Lunar to he switched over to Penguin Random House for his distributor for DC, and they're giving him the same discounts as his Marvel discounts. So going forward on that one, he's going to have better discounts on DC as well. And the dude's learning and he's growing, and it's insane. And he also has, get this, he has a rewards program where like you can sign up to be like a rewards member, and you earn points for every so much money you spend. You earn points, and then you can redeem those points in his store for free books or whatever else. Kind of like Sideshow does with their Sideshow dollars. Same kind of thing. IST doesn't offer that. Cheap Graphic Novels doesn't offer that. Hell, Cheap Graphic Novels doesn't even offer discounted shipping or free shipping. So
damn.
Yeah, it's awesome. So anyways, go check out our boy JP, organicpricedbooks.com, and use the offer code THC2.
Yes. Go, go, go.
Go.
Very exciting stuff. OPB has been a absolute pleasure to get books from. I haven't seen the books myself physically, but I know they're there in your closet.
You've seen them via video.
Correct.
Yeah, my closet, you guys can't even see it, but back in here, like literally half of my closet is filled from the floor up with Mike's shit. With all the books he's ordered over the last year.
I just added 80 issues or so of Green Lantern, at least. Yeah. Crazy, man. Yeah, I heard I got to get my shot.
Yeah,
that's what it's going to be. I got to get to the States because it just sounds like Planet Comic-Con is going to happen in August or whenever they're planning to do it at this point. It sounds like it's going to happen. It seems like it will.
It is, but you know what the problem is, man? At least the people that they have announced so far are the same people we see every single year. Aside from Roy Thomas. Roy Thomas is the only one that is is like a name that we don't see every year. Everything else is all the same people we see every single year. And nothing against them, but we've seen them 5 times. Like we want to see, like when it got canceled,
Garth Ennis was supposed to be
there. Exactly. Yeah. I'm so bummed about that one, dude.
Yeah, man, that was a massive highlight. Was Garth goddamn Ennis? Oh man. But
and
hopefully
Carl Kessel was supposed to be there too.
That's right.
That was another big one I was excited about. Man,
I wonder if it'll ever go back to normal. It might be a few years before it's back to normal.
I don't know, man. I'll take it whatever I can get, but right now though, unless they announce a bit more big names, or as of right now, it's really not that impressive of a list, unfortunately. But we'll see. Sometimes they announce all the big names like closer to the date. I mean, we got a few months yet, so maybe they just haven't gotten to it.
I wonder if this is probably a surprise that I'm bringing this up. I'm sure nobody expects this question. I wonder what it would take to get like Grant Morrison to show up to another con like this.
$1 million,
probably a lot of money.
And you have to call him. It's not even him. It's they.
It's they now. That's right. Yeah. I'd love to meet them. What's probably cool is there probably are like 2 voices that come out of his mouth when he talks now because he's been possessed by some alien from another dimension or something. There's 2 voices when they speak. Damn it. This is tough. I'm not used to it. But that would be cool. It would probably take a ton of money. And even then, like, they just might not want to travel at all.
It's true.
I
don't know. We'll see, man.
I wish.
But yeah. So what have you been reading lately? Anything? Or have you been so busy with work you haven't even had a chance to read?
What have I been reading? I've been reading a few of my custom binds. I was in a weird way. I guess I just wanted to reread my X-Men by Jonathan Hickman custom bind because I guess his run is coming to an end. I guess like issue 21 got solicited and he's writing it, but 22 didn't get solicited, and I'm not sure if he's writing it or not. I don't know if he's continuing, but I'm curious to see what happens there. I want to read Way of Exit as well. You know what I noticed though? Alex, for anyone, for you folks watching, we have a friend Alex who writes our Marvel reviews. I think there are a couple a week that get dropped. And I looked at his scores and he's giving like 3s, 2.5 out of 5. Like he's not really enjoying the Marvel content right now. It sounds like,
and that's crazy because he's a huge Marvel fan.
Massive.
which is why we, especially like X-Men too, to boot, like massive X-Men fan, not just Marvel. which is why we selected him and asked and said, hey man, well, plus he's a writer by trade, but we asked him, we said, hey, would you be interested in reviewing these? We get these weekly advances from Marvel. Do you want to review these for us and stuff? And he said, yeah, for sure. And so, yeah, I'm actually really blown away by some of his ratings too. And I'm like, Rusty's not enjoying this.
No, he gave, I think, Way of X #1 like a 2.5, and I was heartbroken. I'm like, this is Simon Spurrier. How dare you, you son of a bitch?
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm so curious now. Him giving it that low of a score makes me really concerned. It concerns me very much because him, like a Nightcrawler led X-Men title, like he would be all over that.
Fun, right?
That's like a 4 out of 5 right there. Just Nightcrawler. Yep. Oh man. Yeah. But I guess we'll see. I saw someone commented that they're switching titles, so Gary Dugan is getting, or is it Jerry Dugan?
Jerry Dugan.
Jerry Dugan's taking over X-Men, and then Hickman's starting a new series in September. Cool. That works. I'll still, I guess, continue binding it, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'm just going to make my own series of X-Men custom binds. It won't all necessarily be the X-Men title, but it'll just be a random mix. Yeah, Hickman's awesome.
So here's my question for you, sir. How do you like to read? And I'm curious on everybody's thoughts on this because I started doing something again and I've actually found more enjoyment out of the way that I'm currently reading. So I'm curious to see everybody else's thoughts. So what I'm doing, as I think it'd just be easier to explain it this way, is I'm rotating 5 books out.
Ooh.
Okay. So what I've got currently is I've got my JLA bind volume 3 because I've already read 1 and 2, so I'm on volume 3 now. TMNT IDW collection volume 3, which it's a reread for me. My Batman custom bind, the 5th volume, so I'm on like Batman year 3, like right around that era.
God, they did a year 3. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Marv Wolfman. Yeah. Then I'm also reading the new Batgirl because I finished Absolute Sandman volume 3 and I was like, do I want to jump into volume 4? And that Batgirl omnibus was calling me, dude. I was like, after flipping through it, I gotta read this Batgirl. So I got the new Batgirl Returns Omni, and then I've also got Jeff Johns Aquaman. Well, it's a custom bind, so it's Jeff Johns, Jeff Parker. It's like the entire new 52 Aquaman.
Nice.
So I'm reading that, and what I do is I'll read one issue from each. Like I'll read an issue of JLA, and then I'll put that down, and I'll pick up TMNT, and I'll read an issue of TMNT, and then I put that down, and then once I finish and I go through, then I go backwards and I go back through it again. And that's just sort of how I've been doing it. And I have found a lot of enjoyment out of it because I'm not quote unquote binging. So therefore I get bored when I binge anything. Like after a while, I don't know. I have ADD or something. I don't know. I just get bored and my mind starts wandering and I start looking at my phone or doing something else. So I've actually found this to be way more enjoyable for me because I'm not really binging and there's kind of a break in between and sort of a palate cleanser as well.
Right.
But there are some books that like I'll be like when I was reading JLA and I got to like Tower of Babel and I was like, I really want to keep reading this.
Yeah.
I didn't want to put it down. It's like every once in a while I'll find myself in one of those positions, but I really kind of like that. And so I'm reading 5 books at a time. And then as I finish one, I'll just bring a 5th one back into I just finished Black Hammer and Absolute Sandman. So I picked up Aquaman and Batgirl and I threw those in the mix. And I just kind of do that as I go along. And like I said, I'm finding a lot of enjoyment out of it. So I was curious how you and everyone else read.
Interesting. Yeah, I stick with 1 book, maybe 2 at most. Yeah, I just if I'm reading 1 book, I'm like halfway through and I start another one, I doubt I'm gonna finish that first one. I doubt I'm gonna finish it. For some reason, I noticed that when I would like play video games growing up too. That if I didn't finish one game and I started another one, like that first one would lose all. I would just ignore it completely. So I stick with 1 at most, maybe 2 if I'm like all like 1 or 2 issues away from finishing my first book. Yeah.
Looking at comments here, a lot of people are saying they're 1, maybe 2 books at a time as well. It looks like I'm a weirdo. Everybody that says like they like to binge or they do one at a time.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Well, let's see, where's it at? There we go. So I'm a one book at a time type of guy.
Yeah.
Is the Batgirl Omni good? I'm very tempted. I'm enjoying it. It's Gail Simone. And so I'm enjoying it. The art's great throughout too, which is also really awesome. But yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I have found I have to keep my reading to 2 titles max, 1 physical, 1 oh yeah, I didn't even throw in the digital. So I actually have 6 because I'm also reading digitally. That's just how I read physically. Then I read digitally before bed. On my iPad, like I'll just lay in bed and I'll read for a little while. Usually I go to bed so late, I only get 1 issue, maybe 2 issues in before I go to bed.
Right.
And so right now I'm actually rereading Hellblazer,
nice.
The original Vertigo run, and I started at issue 1, and I'm gonna read all 300. And I'm currently at issue 54. I'm in like smack dab in the middle of that Garth Ennis run. So I'm on issue 54 right now. And I'm having a lot of fun reading it. It's a fun bedtime story, I'll tell you that. So I'm having a lot of fun with that one.
Some pretty normal stuff. Dude,
yeah. One of your videos popped up for me one day, and I was like looking at it, and I watched the video, and you were talking about Dial H.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, this sounds like an interesting book that never hit my radar. So I'm going to read Dial H. I'm going to take a couple nights off from Hellblazer, and I'm going to read Dial H. And I've read like 3 or 4 issues of Dial H, and I'm so confused. Like, not really, but I am at this. Like, it's weird. Like, that book just reads weird. Like, the concept is awesome.
Yeah.
But the execution has been very. Some issues I'm like, yeah. Other issues I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's. I don't know, man. Is that how it is for you, or did you enjoy it all the way through?
Yeah, I didn't really get like I didn't get weirded out by it, I guess. There are parts where I guess they do montages of different characters, like all the different heroes he's dialing. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Maybe I was reading it too late at night. That could be another thing. Because like I said, a lot of times I work until 2 a.m. So a lot of times I'm not even reading until 2:30 or 3 a.m. So I could just be really out of it by that point.
Goddamn delirious at that point.
Yeah, that's possible. It could be that I'm delirious,
you're not even reading. You're just looking at your iPad is shut off entirely.
That's actually happened to me once where I was reading. I was holding the iPad. Yeah. I'm like laying in bed. I'm holding it. And I pass out while reading, and the iPad falls forward and smacks me in the face.
Oh my god,
that woke me up.
Damn, yeah.
So now I'm to the point where I have to like read further down, so if it does fall, it lands on my chest. But yeah, dude, I've passed out several times reading before because it's so late at night.
The dedication.
My goal is at least 1 issue every night before bed. That's my goal.
Fair enough. I'm working towards that goal.
Yeah.
Damn.
Taking it one day at a time, son.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm loving Hellblazer, man. Like I've read it, but previously, but like I really love Hellblazer. The Jamie Delano run it's very hit or miss. There's some arcs that are great, and then like other arcs where you're like, what? I don't know. But then Ennis comes on board, and it's a completely different feel. That book feels very, very different right when Ennis takes over. From the minute he takes over,
and who takes over after Ennis?
It wasn't Azzarello, I don't think. Azzarello writes it at some point, but I don't remember if he was right after Ennis or not.
I wonder.
It might be Azzarello. I don't know. I don't remember now.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so that'll be interesting. But yeah, so I'm really enjoying it.
Nice. That's awesome, man. You're 1/6 of the way through.
Yeah, dude, isn't that crazy? 300 issues.
Yeah, and recently I think you had sent a picture of someone who had Hellblazer all custom bound in like Brazil or something. It was in Portuguese, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Crazy, man.
And he tagged us. You know what's even crazier is when he tagged us, he said, I didn't even know what a custom bind was until last year when I discovered your guys' channel, and now I have 13 of my own
collection.
beautiful collection
Beautiful.
of custom finds.
Yeah.
And the majority of them were Hellblazer, and I was like, oh, a man after my own heart. Like, that's too good.
Yeah. Great stuff. It's really nice to see, man. Seeing it like as an international thing now is mind-boggling. Not that we take any credit for it, of course, but I mean, it's so insane to just know that people in so many countries are able to custom bind books there.
Other than the like US and Canada, people that find our channel and stuff, it's incredible.
It's insane.
It's incredible whenever anybody finds our channel.
Yeah.
But no, it's incredible.
Yeah, it's wild.
Have you caught up on Haha? I forgot to read this last week's issue, and we even got it a week early, and I still forgot to read it.
I think I'm a couple issues behind.
It's on issue 4. This is the new one.
Oh, okay. Well, no, if
you're caught up,
I read 3 for sure. I think I need to read 4 then. Yeah.
3, if I remember correctly, was the silent one.
That's right. Yeah. So I need to read 4. Man, I thought it was further than that, but I guess it's only been a month.
Man, it's only on issue 4 right now.
Whew, okay.
So yeah, I need that one. Haha's great though. For those of you guys wondering, like, what are some good books that are new to pick up? Haha's great. I'm reading Department of Truth. I picked up a bunch of copies when I was in Topeka not too long ago from a local shop, and I'm really, really enjoying Department of Truth. That's such a fun title. What was that other one I was telling you about? It's an Image title. Ultra Mega? Is that what it was called?
Ultra Mega, that's what it was, yeah.
Oh, dude. Issue 2 just came out. I need to read that one as well. Ultra Mega. If you guys are looking for just a really fun, like, kaiju, epic, bloody battles, check out Ultra Mega. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And it actually has a little bit of heart to it too that you're not expecting. Like it's I haven't read issue 2 yet, but issue 1 was so much fun. Ultra Mega is a blast. Radiant Black has been a lot of fun. I think issue 2 just dropped, if I remember correctly. It might have been 3, but I think it's issue 2.
Nice.
But Radiant Black's been really good. Trying to think if there's anything new that I was checking out that I've really enjoyed. Oh, there's a book. I've been meaning to talk about this. I was gonna wait to do a video on it.
Oh boy.
Well, because I was talking to the writer and he was gonna. Okay, let me start from the beginning. So there's a book out called Trese, Trese, and I actually asked the writer. I said, "How do you pronounce it?" It's Trese. Anyway, and it's basically a female John Constantine. To kind of like sum that up very high level overview, she's kind of a female John Constantine. The book is in black and white. The artist and the writer, they're from the Philippines, I believe. I'm 99% sure it was the Philippines. Might have been. Fuck, I'm gonna feel so bad now. I'm pretty sure it's the Philippines. And amazing stuff. Like they came out back in the mid 2000s, like 2010, 2011, 2012, somewhere around in there. And they pumped out a bunch of stuff. And it was just sort of like this indie underground book. It just recently caught wind because Netflix bought the rights to turn it into a show.
Wow.
So they're actually in the process right now of filming the show for Trese. And I reached out to the writer because I discovered, like, I don't remember how it came across my radar. Oh, someone in our comments told me to read it.
There you go.
On a video I posted, they said, "Hey, you should read this. You'd enjoy it." So I did. And god damn, is it good. So you can read the first 6 issues right now, right? But there's way more that's out, and I can't find them anywhere. Legally, I cannot find these. I reached out to the writer, and he said that volume 2 is going to be dropping in trade paperback format in June. And I said, bro, that is way too long for me to wait to read this book. Like, I am seriously loving your book right now. So he was actually going to get me a copy of it to read it in advance before it dropped in trade paperback. I haven't gotten it yet. I actually need to reach out to him.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, dude, let me get the writer's name too, if anybody's curious. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. I feel bad.
Tracy.
Dude, it is so good.
Okay. I have to check that out.
But Jet Tan is the writer.
Mm-hmm.
And you can find him on Twitter at BUDJETTE. But yeah, dude, he's awesome. I was talking with him on Twitter, going back and forth and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's turning into a Netflix show, and that's such a fun book, and it's all based on like Filipino mythology, like the demons and the ghosts and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
it's all based on like Filipino mythology, and it is amazing.
Wild.
It is. When I saw the comic was all black and white, I was like, "Oh, this isn't gonna be good." But
so you're almost reading a manga, man. You're almost reading a manga at this point.
I'm a colorist, so I'm bummed out. No, it's amazing. I love it. It's absolutely fantastic. So I strongly recommend Trace. If you guys haven't read it, check it out.
There you go. Nice little hidden gem recommendation there.
Very much so. Very much a hidden gem.
Yeah. I wish I had some sort of hidden gem. I haven't been reading that much. I am excited though, because I pulled these off my shelf, but I'm getting very close. The thing is, I don't know what's happening with this series. So I now have these 4 trades for Justice League Dark.
Oh, yes.
This is all the Rebirth stuff. There's one more volume that I'm waiting to get in the mail now that will collect up to issue 28. But I don't know what's going to happen with the title now that it's like backup pages in Bendis's Justice League. I don't know what that means. Like, are they ever going to collect the 8-page backups that Ram V is writing for Justice League Dark? I don't know.
They could.
I hope so. I hope they do. Like, I hope they reboot the series or something. Don't let it just die. It seems like Ram V is trying hard, but we'll see. At least I'll have the Tiny Onion run and whatever else I can bind, because I already have that first JLD bind. So
I love that it's called Tiny Onion.
It's become a thing ever since Ben mentioned it. I mean, that's all I think of now.
Well, I think that's the name of his studio. Like, he has like a studio or something. It's called like Tiny Onion Studios.
No shit. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, he's embracing it. All right, fair enough.
I'm not joking. Oh, before I forget again, because our boy, I know Kristoff is in. So we're rocking the custom bind demon shirt. If you guys want to get one hardcover comic, custom bind demon, Batman pants. Yeah, you
not included.
Well, maybe. Price is right.
Yeah, for the right price.
Price is right. I'll show up at your house wearing them.
You want them on or off? I mean, again, for the right price.
You want me to tuck you in and read you an Omni while you go to sleep? I'll fucking do it for the right price. For the right price, I can convince my wife to let me do it too. So
yeah.
I will come to your house and read you a book. Tuck you in, maybe a handy. That's as far as I go.
Ooh, wow. I wonder what the right price is, like, just out of curiosity. Not that I'm interested, but just I think I'd be pretty cheap for that.
It's I don't know, man. Depends.
It depends,
depends how much I like you.
Depends on that. Depends on if the person has showered or not, because I mean, the stench could really be a problem.
Yeah, dude. Swamp
balls.
There's
some factors.
Swamp balls is not a fun thing.
No.
You got to powder those babies.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I once used Gold Bomb on my junk, and it was not fun. It was not fun. The Handy comic. Which channel am I on? Yeah, this is the. Oh, we're still on YouTube. We didn't switch to the porn live stream.
We didn't switch over to the OnlyFans.com live stream.
Yeah. This is.
No.
No. This is getting into the 18
three people have now dropped off the live show.
Yeah, a lot of Christians just left the live show.
This is the not safe for work portion of the late night live show.
Wow.
That's what happens when you smoke.
This is get your remote control out and get ready for that last channel button. Okay, get ready to press that previous channel button real quick.
Rewind.
That's a reference that I wonder how much of our audience gets. How much of our audience is young enough where they're just getting into comics and they have no idea what the last channel button on a remote even means and what it would have to do with what we're talking about.
Yep.
Good times.
I'm surprised you even know what that is.
Hell yeah, man.
I thought you grew up in the age of iPads and
No. I am a millennial, it's true, but I had to click the previous channel button pretty swiftly
No.
back in my days.
Oh, were you watching scrambled HBO porn?
There was some of that,
You could
yeah.
hear mom coming. You got to hurry up and hit the last
Hit the
button.
last button, yeah.
Yeah, I know that
Yeah,
trick.
there was
I
that,
know that
man. I
trick.
mean, I grew up with dial-up internet, like, talk shit about millennials, but, like, I went through some shit too, man. I went through
I
some
grew up with
shit.
bitch. I grew up with no internet. The internet wasn't even a thing. Internet wasn't even a really thing for me until I was in high school, which is probably the worst time to discover the internet for the first time ever.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey,
Yeah, we used to have a channel descrambler, like used to, on the black market back in the day, right? When you were a kid, it's like, oh, dude, I got this off the black market. We had a channel descrambler that you would hook up to the back of your cable box, and you would screw it, and you'd be able to get pay-per-views
yeah,
as
yeah,
well as the Playboy channel. And
yeah.
we used to do that. Me and my buddies, when we were young, we used to put the little descrambler. And I don't know where my friends ever got one. It makes me wonder where they got it because there wasn't an internet back then. Where the fuck do you buy a descrambler? You're a 12-year-old. Where are you buying a descrambler from?
Newspapers?
Or are you
Random.
ordering out of the magazines?
Yeah, yeah. Just
When I was 12, I never thought to ask my friends, but now I'm very curious as to where they were getting descramblers from. They're probably stealing from their dad. I bet that's what it was.
That's crazy. You would just go up to someone and say, "Yes, I genuinely believe you're going to sell me a descrambler, sir, that I just met on the subway." And you're
Right?
like, "Yeah, it's a descrambler. It works. I got it for $50." Nowadays it'd be like, "There's no way. Can I fact check that? Where's the YouTube video where someone took apart that item you're selling to me and proved that it works?"
I can tell you what though, man, those descramblers, they worked really well.
They worked well.
Oh yeah, no, they definitely worked. I saw my fair share of softcore porn as a child. Like
Nice.
they definitely work.
All those nipples out there.
Yeah, no, they definitely work.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know how I had the opportunity to ever catch glimpses because I know my parents had satellite when I was young. Maybe the satellite for some reason picked up just the right channels, once in a while in the evening.
Speaking of satellite, has anybody seen? You probably won't even know what this is, Mike, because you're too young. Have you ever seen a movie from the 80s? Does that exist in your world?
Wasn't like Terminator in the 80s?
The first one.
Yeah, so I've seen that. Back to the Future. I've
Okay,
seen
yeah,
Back
Back
to
to the
the
Future
Future.
is the
Yeah,
80s.
I've seen a
There was
bunch
a
of those old
movie
ones. Yeah.
from the late 80s. It might have been early 90s. Well, maybe it was 92. Hang on, now I gotta look. But there was a movie that I absolutely love. I actually saw it recently and I still love it to this day, but it's called Stay Tuned. And it had uh why I'm drawing a blank on everything tonight, dude. John Ritter. It had John Ritter in it. And it's great. It is so funny. It came out probably in the 90s. Yep, 92. I was right. Holy shit. It came out in 92. And it is such a good movie. It is so much fun. It's about they get a new satellite, like the dad's like a TV holic, right? Like he's just like addicted to the TV. And this door-to-door salesman sells him this brand new, like big old satellite dish. And what the satellite dish does is it actually is like a portal to hell. And so like it sucks them into hell, and like hell has like reality TV shows and game shows and shit that like it puts them into, and they have to like survive the challenges. But it's a comedy. Like it was meant for kids. Like it's PG or PG-13 or like it's
Okay.
But it's hilarious. It is great. It is so well done. It is such a good movie.
Okay.
Stay tuned. If nobody has ever seen Stay Tuned, I highly recommend it. It is such a good movie.
There you go. You can get it on VHS on Amazon. I just checked.
Well, you could do that as well, but
DVD, Blu-ray, Prime Video as well. If you're into that sort of thing.
I'm telling you, man, stay tuned. It's such a fun movie. I think even John Ritter, where the devil played by Jeffrey. Yep, that's it. Stay tuned. You know what I'm talking about. I don't remember Jeffrey's last name all of a sudden. I'm trying to blank on everything. He was the dad in Beetlejuice, and he was in Howard the Duck as like the doctor, the scientist from Howard the Duck.
I don't know. You're referencing a bunch of 80
the guy
movies.
from Mom and Dad Save the World. Yeah,
Mom and Dad Save the World. is that?
He was also in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. He played the principal.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off? What is that? I'm kidding.
Are you?
I'm
Oh, you son of
kidding.
a bitch. Jeffrey Jones. That's it. Jeffrey Jones.
Jeffrey
Love
Jones.
Jeffrey Jones. That dude is such a great character actor. Yeah, so good. Anyway, stay tuned.
Wow.
That's a great movie, dude. I highly recommend it.
Okay, fine.
Yes,
I'll travel back in time.
Dude, you gotta. What year were you born?
What about Multiplicity? I was born in 93.
Oh, see, it's only a year older than you. You gotta go back and watch it.
Is it?
Multiplicity with Michael Keaton?
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
The Burbs.
The Burbs, that one's pretty good.
I'm just looking at what Amazon's recommending now.
Every year on Halloween, I watch Scrooged with Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Or not Halloween, Christmas. Every Christmas. I watch Scrooged with Bill Murray.
Yeah, I watched Groundhog Day about a month ago because it was on Netflix. I was like, holy shit, I haven't seen Groundhog Day in at least like 2 or 3 years. Man, what a classic. Love that movie. Yep. Love that movie. Yeah, that's what is that, 80s as well? I think I've seen a few 80s movies. Oh, I'm sure this has been spoken about, and this is sort of connected. I just saw Howard the Duck, the old classic movie on Amazon here, and it reminded me. I'm sure people know this; they're aware of it because I'm sure Omar mentioned it. But I think I might pick up that Chip Zdarsky Howard the Duck omnibus that's coming out.
Yes,
that looks good. I'm excited about that one.
Howard the Duck's a good time, man. Even the original stuff from the 70s with Steve Gerber is really good.
Yeah.
It was very political, but like in a comedic way.
Right.
It was great. I really dig it. Howard the Duck's great.
It's your Masterworks Club entry. Oh no, your Ghost Rider was your Masterworks Club entry.
Yeah. I own 4 Masterworks, 2 volumes of Ghost Rider, Deathlock, and Howard the Duck.
Fancy. Your fancy Masterworks.
I was 12 when Mike was born. Yeah, I was 11.
Sorry, everyone. I guess. I'm sorry my parents decided to bang when they did.
Mike was born the year I graduated high school. Now I feel like he's there.
There you go. No one's that old. By the time you guys are 80, they're going to be able to make you live until you're 200. So it'll all be fine.
Yeah.
And I'm going to live forever because
I'm Canadian.
Because I'm a millennial, a Canadian, and I deserve it. And it'll all be free. It'll all be free because it's free healthcare.
Until you get that vaccine shot, ain't nothing free, son.
Dude, you know what's funny? I read an article that there were fake Pfizer vaccines going around in not in Canada, but in like Poland, Mexico, and I think a few other countries. I just thought it was really funny because it was like it was saline. It was just saline that they were injecting into people and pretending that it was a Pfizer vaccine.
Dude,
and I was like,
would be.
Yeah, I was like, this sounds like a Batman villain, like the Vaccinator or something. It's just going around vaccinating, like just causing a public disturbance, you know?
Dude, I would be furious.
Yeah. Well, I think in one of the countries, the fake vaccines were actually anti-wrinkle treatments, just kind of funny. But
dude.
Yeah, wild stuff.
You're the Highlander. That's why you're gonna. Do you know what the Highlander is, Mike?
Yeah, I know what the Highlander is.
Those are great movies.
Yeah,
great movies.
I know I've seen the first one. I don't know if I've seen past the first one.
Christopher Lambert, Sean Connery.
It probably gets really.
Clancy Brown's in the first one. The first 3 are epic. I would say after
I remember
a
sword fight in a park. I remember a sword fight in a parking garage. I remember that much.
And I think that was the first one.
Okay.
I think that's when he's fighting Clancy Brown.
It looks like whatever the YouTube algorithm does, it works because everyone's almost around the same age when I was born, based on what I'm reading in the comics. The comments.
YouTube's like anybody that's 38 and 39 years old will be attending the live show. Anybody that is 38 to 39 years old.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Anyone who's Canadian and is interested in comic videos will see these ones as well.
Oh, that's Paul brings up a good point. A Queen soundtrack. What more do you
For
need? Do you know
Stay
who?
Tuned?
No, for Highlander.
Oh, for Highlander.
Do you know who Queen is?
Yeah, I know the band
Okay, just
Queen.
making sure.
I know Prince.
Just making sure.
I know who Queen Elizabeth is as well. I know
She doesn't count.
yeah. Can't believe she's still going. But man, this was fun. I think next time we definitely need to make our own pictures
Yeah, for sure.
for top
Sure.
tens. We gotta get, yeah. If anyone has any fun ideas, please let us know for
Yeah,
any
let us
top
know if
tens
there's
you'd like to
anything,
see.
top 10s or rankings or anything like that. We had a
Yes.
good time doing this. This was hopefully you guys did too. I guess we'll find out. But
Yeah. If maybe crotch picks is the way to go. Maybe crotch picks is the way to go. And that's
people
just
like
what
the
we do
crotch
from
pick.
now on. I mean, I don't know. It depends. I mean, I'm sure if we did like all female characters, they wouldn't mind it at all. But I mean, we'll see what happens, I guess. Yeah, if anyone has any fun ideas, let us know. But yeah, it's getting late. I definitely need to start. I'm very excited to start making videos. I think I'm gonna record a few tomorrow.
Awesome.
Rank comic book movies.
I'm gonna have
That
a
could be good.
daddy-daughter day with my 9-year-old tomorrow, so we're gonna go out and have some fun.
You go to a comic store? That's
Yeah,
fun.
dude. I'm gonna take her to a few comic stores
Hell yeah.
because I want to go to a comic store. But yeah, no, we're gonna go to a couple comic stores and what is Christoph? Well, Christoph. God, I gotta get used to this. He says they've been waiting for top 10 artists since Christmas. We've done top 10 artists. Am I imagining this? Because I had Gene Colan and you had Gene
You're
Colan.
right.
Which
Yeah, you're
surprised the
right.
shit out of me. Yeah,
Was that Christmas?
we've
No
done
chance.
we've done artists. We've done artists and writers.
There's no way that was Christmas already. That was that long ago. Let's see here. Well, now we got to check. We got to. Oh, writers. Okay. Well, I think we
We've
did
done
writers as well.
we did writers as well because Jeff Lemire was our number one pick.
Yeah, yeah. No, we did those recently. Not like super recently, but I mean, yeah, top 10 comic artists was December. All right, fair enough. So it was Christmas.
Oh,
And writers was also Christmas.
Jesus said I think he's referring to the fan submissions.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Oh, yep. Yes, fan submissions.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we do actually have some, don't we, in the email, don't we?
We do.
All right.
Yeah.
Fuck us. All right, we will do that next time. We'll do fan submissions. So therefore, if anybody else wants to join in on it, we do have some already. But if anybody else wants to join in and want to send us your top 10 favorite artists and writers as a fan submission, please send us an email to the hardcovercomic@gmail.com and we'll add it on to our next live show. That's gonna be what we do next.
Yeah, and they're not in the spam filter. We definitely got a bunch of them.
Yeah, no, they're in a special folder called live show or something like that is what we have it labeled as.
Yeah.
I just keep forgetting that we haven't done that yet. So because after the Christmas show, we didn't record for a while. So I kind of forgot where we were at.
Yeah.
But
we definitely have a list of them.
Yeah, if anybody else is interested, send us an email to the hardcovercomic@gmail.com and we'll get you added. And that's what we're gonna do next time.
Yep.
I don't know when the next show will be yet. Hopefully soon.
We'll see. We'll keep you on the edge of your seat waiting.
Yeah, our work schedules have been something else lately.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and I'm gonna have a whole bunch of kids soon and all that, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, I've just been planting my seed all over the place.
All over Canada?
I've just been busting nuts into the air and just watching it spread across the countryside.
Oh, damn, sir.
Yeah, I have a weird medical condition where it's very light. It's almost paper-like, like sort of like a dandelion, a little dandelion pollen or whatever.
Dandelion fuzz.
I just shoot out dandelions basically, and they just fly around populating. And just populating Canada with Captain Canada's. I don't know what to say.
The seed of Mike.
The seed of Mike. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go watch Mortal Kombat.
People are telling me to settle down and shit. All right. Yeah. Thanks, everyone. It was a great night.
Mortal Kombat. But yeah, thank you, everyone. We greatly appreciate you. We love you. Please be sure to tell all your friends about the show and how much fun it is and how ridiculous we can be at times. It's all in good fun.
Yeah. And if you're looking for new hardcovers, check out Organic Price.
organicpricebook.com and use the offer code THC2.
2, the number 2 at the end.
The number 2.
Thank you, everyone. Until next time.
Thank you, everyone. Oh, and one last time, the Kristoff shirt and his boy. I don't remember the dude's
Apocalyptic Playground, I think, but I don't remember the details exactly.
I'm trying to think of his Instagram handle. Eganov, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so check it out. You guys are interested in one, hit us up. We can hook you up. All profits go straight to our boy Kristoff and his friend that helped design the shirt. None of it goes to us because we didn't do it. They did it for us. We're just sporting it because it's amazing merch. So
Spine and Spine Out stuff should be coming soon.
Yeah, Spine and Spine Out stuff.
Should it be under this video?
I don't know. Maybe.
Is that live?
We're creating a store. It's gonna have this. It's gonna have Spines in, Spines Out. It's gonna have the classic shirt that Mike's wearing. It's gonna have the other logo, the Punisher 2099 logo. It's gonna have all sorts of stuff. So we'll have a little store up for anybody that's also potentially interested.
It's there. It's at the bottom of the video right now. That's
really
awesome. Yeah. The Spines in, Spines Out stuff.
I didn't know what I was doing. That's awesome.
Them 10K perks, yo.
I already set up a store and I didn't even know it was active. All right, so there you guys go. Go order some shirts.
All right, awesome. Thanks, everyone.
All right, thank you, everyone. Have a great night.
Next time.
Ciao.